Welcome to Rimworld, everybody. I'm Vienna Almighty. You probably haven't, well, I haven't posted for a very long time, so, uh, surprise. Um, what we're going to be playing today is Rimworld. It's a game in pre-alpha. Has sort of a Dwarf Fortress meets Present Architect meets a whole bunch of other space games blend. Uh, if you want to get it after you watch this, you can find it at rimworldgame.com. And I put emphasis on the game because if you go to rimworld.com, you will go to an alien conspiracy website and model rocketry website. It's just rimworldgame.com. I'll end it at that. So, we're going to start a new colony. The first thing you have to choose inside this game is your AI storyteller. You have Chili Cali Classic, which is basically a basic gameplay. It's basically beginner difficulty. You still get rated and stuff like that, but not many problems will befall you. Cassandra Classic would be the normal difficulty. You have Tough Cassandra Classic, that's your hard. You have Phoebe Friendly, which is basically creative mode. I don't exactly know why you would want to play that at this point in the game. Then you have Randy Random, which basically creates a completely random story. He can give you an easy run through, or he can totally fuck you over if he wanted to. So we're gonna go Cassandra Classic. That's about normal difficulty, and I will probably be destroyed rather quickly, but we'll see what happens. So for interest's sake, let's just start out with what we start with. So we have an oaf. He's incapable of intellectual. He's able to grow stuff, but not much of anything else. He can shoot a bit and melee a bit. That's not all that much. Start with a miner, which will be very important because you need to have ore. And ore is used for building everything. So you have somebody to grow food. You have somebody to mine up the ore, and mine he shall at 230% normal speed. That's pretty good, I think. Then we have a commissioner. He's not particularly good at anything except shooting and melee, so he might be able to defend us a bit. These traits here don't really mean anything now, but they might later on. So, example, white, my commissioner has bad eyesight. Maybe in the future that would reduce his possibility of his accuracy of shooting because his mischance per square of distance is 3%. Bad eyesight might actually bring that down more in the future. I'm not exactly sure. They haven't confirmed anything about that yet. So we'll just start. And we'll generate a random world. Three of you awake in your long sleep. The three of you awake in your long sleep sarcophagi to the sound of sirens and ripping metal. You barely get to the escape pods before the ship is torn apart. A few hours later, you land on this unknown Rimworld. As pieces of the shredded starship fall around you, you start making plans to survive. So, let's meet our heroes. So I'm just going to pause it here. The first thing I see you have to do is sort of scout out what you have here. Now, I've been trying to create completely above ground bases, and that hasn't been serving me too well in the past. So I think we'll build into the mountain the good old fashioned dwarf fortress approach. Okay. There's a geothermal place there. I really want to get that, but it's sort of far away for me to connect immediately. That's what I like to see. There's some downsides to solar power. Solar power has the is effective only during the day, and I believe it creates a lot less power. So you need to really rely on batteries, which can be somewhat volatile at times. So we're gonna, before we do anything, you're gonna, when you start playing, you're gonna see these, and they have little X's over that. That means they're forbidden from them trying to collect it. So in order to allow them to collect it, you want to highlight them and press F in order to make it non-forbidden so they can actually start picking them up. Probably want to pick up just about everything here. We can start constructing before then, just some of the people will, when they're not working, will be off hauling this stuff around. And next thing we're going to want to do is set these guys' priorities. If you have manual priorities off, this is basically the list in direction of how important it will be to them. After you've played a bit, you'll want to turn on manual priorities. Everything that you start at will be shown as a 4. 4 means that that it's probably the lowest priority, but they'll still do it. A blank box means they will do nothing. They won't do that job, and 1 is obviously the highest, 4 is the lowest. So our oaf, which is his best aptitude is in growing, 6 of 10, we'll put that as his first priority. The miner's first priority will be mining, obviously. And our commissioner, I don't know exactly, well, there's a whole bunch of stuff to haul. We'll put that as his first priority. And my miner will then try to go to constructing. And repairing I just leave on. Everything inside this will eventually take some damage. Not necessarily major damage, but as they do take damage, you will have to repair them, or it will be destroyed. Repairing takes no resources, where starting from yes to where building actually does, and if something is destroyed, you have to rebuild it, and it will take resources again. So probably the first thing we want is obviously power, which is what we're going to be doing. Where is the guy that is supposed to be constructing? Should be trying to construct. I haven't told him to mine anything yet. Here's a miner. Snyder. So, Snyder, I've given you a job. Bring that back and then start constructing for me. Pronto. Okay, where are you going? Okay, better. It's better. Okay, so once we get that power up, we'll start working a little bit more on our base. Yeah, we have way more than the amount of ore that we need. You know what? Let's actually also build some farms just so we don't run out of food. So farms can only be built on grassland. I can't build it on desert, and I can't even build it on is there any dirt that doesn't have? Yeah, I can't even build it on just plain old dirt. There has to be grass there. Oh no, that's rough stone. It's gravel. Okay, I guess it can be built on anywhere that's completely soil. Or is that even completely soil? Soil, soil, yeah, soil. So, best way to, I guess, recognize soil is if there's grass growing on it. So, we'll work with that. It's actually pretty close to where I want to have a final building, so it's not too bad, actually. Sometimes you have to build in a totally random location. We'll have 3 just to be safe. 2 would probably be more than enough, but 3 is safe. And you know what, I can actually have them doing some stuff on figuring this all out. So we're gonna haul these out of the way so they don't cause problems. So I'll cut this out of the way there. So Snyder is starting to do his planting thing. Rush, I have no idea what she's gonna. Note to self. When there is growing to be done, only have one person do it or else you will have way too many people trying to grow stuff. For some reason, they like to do that. It's higher in the priorities. So now that we have that up, the other upside of having a geothermal location is instead of simply leaving it out in the open to short circuit and have other bad things happen to it, you can completely close it in. So I always try to secure geothermal power. And we'll create a door there. So he'll eventually come over here and start, yeah, there he is. And start building that in. Some ore here, so I'm going to mine that out. I might actually even create the base right there, but we'll see what happens. No, never mind, I wanted a little bit of ways from the geothermal plant. Preferably in front, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to do that. You can speed this up. Look at him go. Yeah, since they don't have anywhere to exactly eat yet, they'll just do that. Oh wait. Also want to move the sleeping spots over to here, because this is where we're going to be working. These are free beds. They can only be placed outside. Doesn't really make them happy to sleep outside, but they can manage for a while. We're also going to place our brand new stockpile nearby and our dumping area nearby. I'm going to keep this other dumping area open to placing dead things in because they don't like to see dead animals or anything. These, however, will just be for rock debris and slag. They don't really care about things that weren't living in the past, so we'll start running that at top speed again. And they'll settle in for a very long sleep. I should probably know what I'm gonna actually solve that problem. he was closer to there, so when he decided to sleep, he decided that was the perfect area to go to. But we'll wake him from his slumber. And he should run to this bed and sleep himself again. It's a little bit out of sync with everybody else, but that's fine.